Welcome to The Explainer. I am seriously so excited you're here today because we are looking at something truly mind-bending. Usually when people read ancient Kabbalistic texts like the Zohar or the Tree of Life, they just see them as, well, dusty mystical history. But what if I told you that these texts are actually highly detailed blueprints for an advanced cosmic distribution network? We're talking about a massive system of energy, data, and life force that governs the balance of the universe itself. Today, we're analyzing the epic biblical encounter between Joseph and Judah, not as some simple family drama, but as a literal masterclass in cosmic engineering. Let's dive in. Okay, I really want you to picture this scene. Joseph is standing at the absolute pinnacle of global power in Egypt. The room is heavy with tension. Judah steps close before him. And then, the text says this: Joseph could not restrain himself. Now, I want you to imagine this not just as a man crying, but as a massive celestial dam breaking wide open. From above, a magnificent, roaring river of pure light bursts forth and flows outward. It branches into countless glowing streams, feeding the poor, reviving the barren land, and spreading this undeniable wave of peace across all nations. It's a stunning cinematic visual of cosmic energy finally being released. So, here's our roadmap for today's breakdown. First, the cinematic handshake. Second, the secret of the cosmic river. Third, we'll unveil the Sephiroth mechanics. Fourth, we'll look at tech and gaming analogies. And finally, Tzedakah as system balance. Starting right off with Section 1, the cinematic handshake. So the word Vayigash, it literally translates to "and he approached." But the Zohar reveals that this is absolutely not just an emotional family reunion, and it's not just a tense political negotiation either. It is a profound energetic trigger. Judah, who represents a very specific cosmic frequency, actually has to physically and spiritually align with Joseph. When they close that distance between them, they act as a catalyst, uniting the upper and lower worlds. Think of it like finally plugging in that very last cable to power up an entire electrical grid. This single physical action on Earth triggers a massive system-wide flow of peace and abundance in the heavens. It's the ultimate spark. Moving on to Section 2, the secret of the cosmic river. According to the deepest mystical sources, the sod, or the secret here, is that Joseph embodies the concept of tzaddik yesod olam, which means the righteous foundation of the world. He acts as the cosmic river channel. And guys, this completely redefines our entire understanding of tzedakah. We usually translate tzedakah as charity, right? Dropping a few coins in a donation box. But in the Zohar's mechanics, tzedakah is the actual river that feeds all. It is perfect alignment with the divine flow of distribution. When you give tzedakah, you aren't just being nice. You are actively participating in a continuous flowing river of nourishment that literally sustains the universe. Which brings us to Section 3, Sephiroth mechanics unveiled. Let's look under the hood. In the framework of the Sephiroth, Joseph represents Yesod, the channel. Think of Yesod as the massive central data server that holds all the abundance, all the life force, just waiting to be deployed. Judah represents Malchut, the receiving world, the kingdom, or in our modern terms, the client node. Without Yesod, Malchut completely runs dry. But without Malchut, Yesod has nowhere to send its abundance. When Vayigash happens, when Judah approaches Joseph, Malchut connects to Yesod. The upper server successfully links to the lower client node, and all that abundance flows without a single blockage. Let's actually break down the cosmic math on this. You have one master server, Yesod. Now, to gather energy, it relies on 6 routing paths, known as Zer Ampin. All of this funnels into exactly one client node, Malchut. And that gives us a perfect 10-point circulation across the 10 Sephiroth. It is a flawless, self-sustaining architecture designed purely for distributing divine energy. And it's so cool because we can even visualize the flow of this energy through the color dynamics described in mystical texts like Pardes Rimonim. The energy starts up at the highest source as pure, blinding white light. Then, as it moves down through those routing channels of Zer and Pin, it's channeled into a frequency represented by green, the color of balance, harmony, and life. Finally, when it hits Malchut, the receiving world of Judah, it disperses and bursts into a vibrant, multicolor spectrum of life across all of creation. It's literally a prism effect of cosmic proportions. Now for Section 4, tech and gaming analogies. This is where it gets super relatable. Think of that moment of Vayigash as a digital authentication handshake. Step 1. The client node, Judah, approaches the server. Step 2. The authentication handshake occurs. This precise protocol sequence verifies the connection. Joseph recognizes Judah, Judah recognizes Joseph, the spiritual passwords match up perfectly. And step 3, once authenticated, the master distribution network is completely unlocked. Joseph can no longer restrain himself, and the central server essentially goes viral, distributing massive packets of energy to all client nodes. If you're a gamer, look at it this way. The moment of Vayigash is exactly like completing a massive, game-changing quest that unlocks a central river in the game world. Suddenly, resources are automatically distributed to all the regions. It heals all the NPCs, revives the barren lands, and completely stabilizes the entire world map. In cosmic engineering terms, Tzedakah is the ultimate load-balancing resource distribution. It ensures optimal allocation so that no single node lacks supply, maintaining perfect system-wide uptime and universal peace. Finally, Section 5, Tzedakah as system balance. 1. That is the number of absolute, complete unity. When the handshake is complete and the river of Tzedakah flows, this system operates as one unified, perfectly load-balanced network. Vayigash creates peace because it completely eliminates scarcity. And here's the so what. Here's why this actually matters to you today. By acting as a channel for Tzedakah in your own life, you step into Joseph's role. You become an absolutely crucial router in this divine network, ensuring that the light, the nourishment, and the resources keep flowing to every single corner of our reality. So the next time you drop a coin in a box or help a friend in need, remember, you aren't just doing a nice deed. You are executing a cosmic handshake. You are keeping the universe online. If every act of giving unlocks a river of light, what networks of abundance are waiting for you to authenticate today? Thank you for joining us for this complete journey through the Pardes. We hope these ancient truths help you and your family improve your own dimensions this week. If you enjoyed this full chapter deep dive, please like, subscribe, and share which part of the journey touched your soul in the comments. We'll see you in the next chapter.